Hello and greetings everybody. This is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron. Welcome to the passive income system, where we're going to give you tips to boost your income without increasing your workload. Let's see what we get into right here. So we're going to cover today cryptocurrencies, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, crowdfunding, peer-to-peer lending, and real estate. So before we get started, as we're going to be talking about investing, please note that I'm not a financial advisor, but here are some tips on investing that you should look over. You need to invest responsibly. That means you only invest what you can afford to lose, because none of this stuff is guaranteed. You must decide for yourself by doing your own research to take responsibility for your own investment decisions. You should diversify by creating portfolios and spread your money across several different platforms and ways to make money, so all your eggs is not in one basket and you can reduce risk. And lastly, when you get a chance to, you want to withdraw daily when possible, so that way you can reinvest your earnings after you get back the initial money you put up. Alright, and just a note, this doesn't happen overnight. This is grown through time. Alright, so it's not a get rich quick anything. So when we talk about the passive income system, we're looking at cryptocurrencies. Now these are not in any particular order, but we're going to start with cryptocurrency. Now cryptocurrencies, they are digital currency in which encryption techniques are used to regulate the generation of units of currency and verify the transfer of funds operating independently of a central bank. So that removes the middleman and allows you to transfer funds up to any amount. I mean, before you have to do paperwork and advise everybody about switching funds from person to person or business to business. Now with cryptocurrencies, you can bypass that system. And the decentralized cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin now provide an outlet for personal wealth that is beyond restriction and confiscation. So now, just like back in the day, they used to, for anybody who used to try to make alternate currencies outside of what the local government is, they would come in, confiscate everything, and shut it down, even if it was backed by the local currency, as it was seen as competition. But now, because this is decentralized and have no one place where you could find where it started, because it exists on many computers and everything else, it cannot be stopped or confiscated, as is all recorded on a public ledger known as the blockchain. Now we're going to use crypto in order to create wealth by trading crypto. We're going to get into ICOs, which is initial coin offerings. We're going to look into mining and do crypto lending. Next on the list, we have stocks. And stocks is a type of security that signifies ownership in a corporation and represents a claim on part of the corporation's assets and earnings. And we're going to use stocks to create wealth by investing into microshares, ETFs, and index stocks. All right. And now we talk about bonds. And in bonds, it's a fixed income investment in which an investor loans money to an entity, most likely a corporation or government, which borrows the funds for a defined period of time at a variable or fixed interest rate. And we will use bonds to work along with the stocks to create wealth. So next we're talking about mutual funds. And mutual funds is an investment vehicle made up of a pool of monies collected from any investors for the purpose of investing in securities such as stocks, bonds, money market instruments, and other assets. And we're going to use the mutual funds to fund the future generations to create generational wealth, which is also important to long-lasting money throughout for your children, your children's children, and so on. So when we look at crowdfunding, it's the use of small amounts of capital from a large number of people to finance a business venture. Now, crowdfunding brings investors and entrepreneurs together, and we're going to use crowdfunding as the side of an investor to create wealth with an entrepreneur. So you don't have to come up with the idea. We're going to find the people with the ideas, invest in them, and that way we get some money back in return. And we're going to also talk about peer-to-peer lending. And when you talk about peer-to-peer lending in your portfolio, it's similar to crowdfunding and is also known as P2P. And this is a lending method of debt financing that enables an individual to borrow and lend money without the use of an official financial institution as an intermediary. So now you, in fact, become the creditor. So we're going to use P2P or peer-to-peer to provide microloans to many individuals and be positioned as a creditor. So in fact, you know how the credit card gives you money and you pay it back with interest. This way, you supply money to individuals and they pay you back in interest. So in fact, you become a credit card company or a bank or whatever you want to see yourself as. But you are now the creditor. You're the lender and not the borrower. So we also want to invest to make passive income in real estate. Now, real estate refers to land as well as any physical property or improvements affixed to the land, including houses, buildings, landscaping, fencing, wells, and any other thing you can think of. So there are four major types of real estate to get involved in. That's residential, commercial, industrial, and land. Now we want to use real estate to create wealth by wholesaling, flipping, renting, developing properties. Okay. So I want you to be on the lookout and visit our page. It's teamformillionaires.info. If you're already here, I thank you for joining us here as we go out to create a passive income system that's not going to last just for yourself, but also last for generations to come. And we're going to develop this system and work on the system to help you achieve your maximum results in the shortest amount of time. But remember, this is not a get rich quick. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. And you just fill them in one step at a time. Go whatever way you like or whatever way you're comfortable with to grow that income and have continued success. So I thank you for watching this video. Be sure to go to the YouTube page to like, comment, subscribe, and also share it with someone. So once again, thank you and goodbye. This is Mr. Aaron from the House of Aaron. Looking forward to building passive income for you and the generations. So I'll see you in the next video.